Ladies and gentlemen, and those who don't identify in those groups, hello and welcome to the inaugural Steve OG Reacts channel end of year awards ceremony show video. In this video, I'll be announcing the winners of Most Surprising Artist or Band of the Year, Most Impressive Singer, Best Bangers, Song of the Year, Album of the Year as well. Now, things to note, eligible for these awards are only things that I've had a reaction video for during the past year. So not all artists are accounted for. It's purely based on my own channel stuff. So apologies for that if that bothers you. Also note, these are just opinions. These actually have no bearing whatsoever on anything in the real world. These are just my thoughts based on what I checked out this year on this channel. Here are the accolades I would like to give out. Let us begin! First of all, the top 5 most surprising artists I checked out this year. In 5th place, I'm gonna put Angelina Jordan, a phenomenal singer, but in particular because she's very young, and the actual sophistication of the arrangements and the performance she put together was very surprising for someone of her age. She was able to take a Queen song and make it really good as a cover. I was nervous about that, but it was surprisingly good. In 4th place, I'm gonna put Heilung. This is a Nordic band, which I'd never seen anything like it before in my life. They had all kinds of unusual attire on and a lot of percussive instruments, and the vocalist was playing these kind of bones as well as singing, and I found out from the comments that these are apparently human bones that she's playing as percussive instruments. You can't tell me that's not surprising, right? So number 4, Heilung, definitely surprising. I'll give you that. In number 3, we're gonna have Make Them Suffer, featuring Courtney, LaPlante. I'd never heard Make Them Suffer before in my life, and I was like, cool, here's a metalcore song, let's go check it out. And it ended up being an absolute roller coaster of incredible arrangement and performance from start to finish. I loved that song so much, and I was totally prepared for it. That was a fantastic surprise. In 2nd place, Dimash. That dude from Kazakhstan has the most unbelievable range from lows to highs I've ever heard. I've only seen 2 of his performances. Both of them were like jaw-droppingly impressive. Certainly the 2nd most surprising performance I saw in the past year. But number 1, the most surprising artist for me, Ankudinova, because I've never heard a voice sound like that before. For the most part in the song, she kind of performed very, very well, but it was, you know, fairly straightforward. But there were moments where she did these kind of low, rounded tones that I still don't understand how she did it. It was just crazy. And I think she was like 15 years old in the performance as well. Mind-blowing. So Diana was definitely the most surprising artist that I checked out this year. And now the top 5 most impressive singers. In 5th place, I'm gonna put Courtney, LaPlante. Now, there are some singers that I listened to this year that have more impressive, like, force and diva-like, you know, quality of pitch and range than the rest. But Courtney LaPlante has a beautiful singing voice, excellent pitch, but also has that extreme vocal screaming ability in her back pocket, and that is incredibly impressive. Especially the way she's able to go back and forth between those quite quickly and seamlessly. Love it. Big fan of Courtney LaPlante. 5th most impressive singer that I've checked out this year. Easy for me. In number 4, I'm gonna put Morgan James from that postmodern jukebox performance of Dream On. That was a very impressive voice. Strength and consistency of hitting notes for days with not a hint of autotune on it to my ears. It was just powerful rendition of that song, and it was really impressive. In 3rd place, I'm gonna put Floor Jansen from Nightwish. Now, I've spoken at large about how Nightwish aren't entirely my cup of tea and the rest, but you cannot deny that she has an impressive voice, both in range and power and force in those big classical, like, belting moments, but also she growls, you know? But I was not expecting her growling abilities. Incredibly impressive voice. Floor, obviously, is a contender for this award. In 2nd place, I'm gonna put Aurora. Aurora has not necessarily the same level of kind of power that I've seen other vocalists do, but I've been so impressed with her expression vocally. It's pitch perfect, there's a wonderful tone and character to it, and it is precise, and she does that thing what she like pronounces all her consonants and the actual expression and performance is incredibly impressive. So Aurora totally blew me away this year, and I hadn't heard her before earlier this year as well, so that has been a joy to discover. In first place, the most impressive singer that I have witnessed this year is an easy one, to be honest. It's Dimash. Like, I've never witnessed anything like the range that he's able to sing at with the power, and it was just flawless from start to finish. I couldn't really believe my ears the first time I saw that S.O.S song. Incredibly and undeniably impressive. Dimash, congratulations. And now the top 5 best bangers of the year. In 5th place, I'm going to put a bit of a surprise entry. Memphis May Fire with Blood and Water. Now, that's a bit of a surprise, I think, because Memphis May Fire are great. They're a solid rock band, but they're not like super standout unique. They kind of do the formula, but do it brilliantly. But that song, Blood and Water, for me, was brilliant from start to finish. Melodically, and in terms of riffs and groove and structure and performance and vocal and screaming, I fucking loved that song, and I rinsed it on my Spotify this year. So Blood and Water by Memphis May Fire, absolute banger. In 4th place, I'm going to put Spiritbox featuring Sam Carter. The song Yellowjacket is a banger. It was hard for me to pick a Spiritbox song to put in here because I love the entire Eternal Blue album, but that song in particular I think is a strong banger from start to finish, so well done Spiritbox. And Sam Carter of The Architects. In 3rd place, I'm going to put Void of Vision, The Lonely People. It's a fucking heavy song, but it is a banger from start to finish. Just I cannot get enough of that song. It really floored me. Yeah, no question. That is a heavy but excellent banger. In 2nd place, you know what, these folks, if I were to rank my favorite banger of last year in 2020, I would have put their song Hypa Hypa. So we're going with Eskimo Callboy this year for We Got the Moves. That song was fucking epic from start to finish. Absolute banger. I think technically better than Hypa Hypa, and also the music video was a joy. But that was almost my favorite banger song of the year. In 1st place, it is easy for me. The banger of this year of 2021, it was earlier on in this year, it was one of the first videos I think I checked out, Contraband by Make Them Suffer featuring Courtney and LaPlante. That was the biggest fucking banger of a song I heard all year. It was a roller coaster ride from start to finish. It was just surprising and catchy and heavy and brilliant. Banger of the year, easily, Contraband. What a tune. I am going to give, though, Song of the Year in 2021 to Spiritbox, the song Circle With Me. Now it happens to be a very special song for me because it was the very first reaction video I ever did. So it's a special thing for me in the year 2021 because I've made this channel as a result and I've absolutely loved doing all these videos. I'm having such a blast doing this. But it's also a fantastic song. Not full banger from start to finish. It's got some like kind of chilled out sort of moments in it, but it's got heaviness, it's got hooks in it, it's got just brilliant songwriting. It's a beautiful song and it's a bit of a masterpiece in my opinion. Album of the year, I would almost give this to Spiritbox again because of Eternal Blue. That's my most played album this year, but actually I think the Album of the Year award should go to Sleep Token, because This Place Will Become Your Tomb was a work of genius from start to finish. A masterpiece and an absolute classic right out of the gate. That album is phenomenal as an expression of music and variety. Songwriting is unbelievable. It's emotive and it's heavy and it's delicate. It just kind of had everything in it. Album of the year, Sleep Token. But I will give an honorable mention to Architects. Their album, For Those That Wish to Exist, came out before I started doing this channel, so I'd already heard all those songs, so I couldn't do any reactions to it, but that was a fantastic record. I love Architects, and that was very strong from them. So honorable mention to Architects. Those are my awards. What do you think? Do you agree? Or are you like, that's fucking bullshit. I can't believe you didn't mention insert artist name here. They were the best of the year. Let me know in the comments. I'd be happy to debate that with you. These are just my thoughts and my opinions, right? It's just what I think. See what you think. Finally, a massive thank you to everyone who happens to have watched any video of mine this year. I started this channel back in maybe May, and It's been so much more fun than I thought it would be. I'm really enjoying, especially everyone who's chatting to me in the comments section. That's really good fun. And also, special, enormous tip of the cap to anyone who subscribed to the channel this year. You've warmed the cockles of my heart. And I'm having an absolute blast doing these videos and expanding my musical horizons. I basically have the world sending me like, oh, you like that artist or that song? You should check out this. And I'm just getting this curated playlist from you all of absolutely amazing pieces of music. Couldn't be more delighted. So thank you, and please keep those coming. I really enjoy them. But I'm not done yet. I'm looking forward to 2022, where no doubt there'll be some new, amazing music coming out from all kinds of artists, as well as all kinds of music and artists I've not heard before from the past that you folks can recommend me. So please do keep those coming in. I have a very long to-do list, and I don't know how I'm gonna get to them all. I'm gonna try and figure out a system for that, but I can't wait to hear some more great music from all kinds of artists and from yourselves. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Enjoy the rest of your New Year's Eve, and maybe I'll see you in the new year.